But the idea behind my best practice clients is the kind of like social media. I've been in business here in Houston off and on about 20 years. 3 years ago, I opened up a company called Gary Knows Consulting. Kind of a funny name. I've actually had it on the internet, speaking of social media, for many years. So instead of using a boring moniker, GTM Consulting or whatever it might have been, I decided to have something a little bit fun. Plus, it's kind of cool. And we decided to get everyone together to learn from our two folks, which Eve will be coming up here shortly. I'd like to go ahead and introduce Jason Arcemont, who is the president and partner of Brightbox Brand Marketing, Showbox Exhibits, and their newest baby, which is their Inkbox Printing.
Video production, 3D animation, graphic design, you name it. When my business partner and I started this company a little over 3 years ago, we had a vision that, in being in other agencies, they always sub stuff out, and there's a miscommunication, and the visuals always get mixed up and aren't consistent, and we wanted to have an environment where we could control all of that with one team. So every day we help companies deal with certain milestones in their corporation, their business, right? So whether it's a merger, acquisition, it could be launching a new product or service into the marketplace. It's time to kind of reflect on your brand and make sure that what you're talking about inside is being reflected properly to your audience. And so social media is no different. It's one of those milestones, right? So for a lot of you guys, if you're looking at doing social media or you've been doing it, this is probably the first time that you're aggressively driving traffic to your website. You're engaging with your audience on a social, personal level, and now you're trying to get them to go to your site.
I would like to introduce our next speaker here, which, before she comes right up, tell you a quick funny story about Eve Mare Osborne, or Osborne. I need to get the correct spelling down. She is known as the LinkedIn Queen on many social media sites. So the point is, I kept on seeing LinkedIn Queen on Twitter, LinkedIn Queen on Facebook, and I thought, I've got to meet this person with the name LinkedIn Queen. And so she and I started talking, originally on Twitter, going back and forth, and then Facebook, eventually phone calls. But anyhow, so after we connected several times, I decided to be her representative here in town for her company, Social Media Delivered. Eve, believe it or not, has over 24,000 followers on Twitter and 6,000 plus connections on LinkedIn. Just recently, I think Eve coming up here in about a week or so, has been interviewed on many different radio stations, TV stations, all that sort of good stuff. So I'm really excited to hear about what Eve's got to speak about today. We just finished up my wonderful event, Social Media Exposed, and Amy has to run out of here real quick. But before she left, I wanted to get a couple of quick questions with her. She is the president and founder of Black Sheep Agency, which is a PR firm. But just a couple of quick questions, Amy. First off, what do you think you got out of today's event?
Well, I definitely got some of my most respected peers' second opinions on social media and what it means to them. It's always good to keep an open mind and learn from others in the industry. So got a little bit of their insight, especially in the LinkedIn area from the LinkedIn Queen.
Right.
I thought that the LinkedIn Queen's approach to approving content with her clients was was something that I should look into because we approve content with our clients more on a weekly basis. She writes all of her content up front, monthly, and it seemed to me like that might streamline things a bit. So.
And I just want to get some quick feedback from you guys on the event. So I'm going to ask the same question, and basically each of y'all can answer. First question, what are some takeaways that you learned today that were either surprises to you or maybe some things that you heard that reconfirmed what you're already doing, or what's something that...
For me, I am on LinkedIn. I've got a ton of connections on LinkedIn, but I don't ever utilize it, even use it as a tool to do sales and to find contacts and to find potential clients. That's genius. I hadn't thought about that.
Okay.
That's one thing I took away. And I'd say another is I don't tweet enough.
I've been telling her to tweet more. You know, the average day, at least they say, save her business is 6 to 7 times a day. It's ideally.
Yeah, and I'm at about twice a week right now, so I really need to pick it up.
It was definitely worth it. You know, there was a conversation and a lot of tips and stuff just to help, you know, not only give you ideas, but also give you more motivation to get out there and do it.
Question is, so for folks that missed, that were not here today, couldn't make it, what's something that they missed or a reason that next time they should actually be here?
Something that they missed would be that if they're not on the social media bandwagon, they're going to get left behind in the dust.